August 2 is the third day of enrollment for graduate students at the University of the Philippines, Diliman. So I decided to go there. I was able to get a leave from work for August 2 so I could deal with all of the things that I needed to do for a formal registration. And I have talked about the course that I needed to enroll in for this semester in my One Book July updates. So this is really the culmination of my entire One Book July project. Here is my Form 5A. For the semester, it has CL 300 on there. CL 300 would be thesis proposal, so this would be the last course that I'm required to enroll in. This is no longer really a class that meets once a week. This would be scheduled consultations with my thesis advisor. I already got advised by Dr. De Ocampo, and you can see her signature right there. And then the next step would be to submit that Form 5A to the graduate school office, and they give me this Form 5 with the assessment already on it. And these are all of the fees that I have to pay for this semester for CL 300 worth 6 units. After this step, I am supposed to make my payment of 4,513 pesos. But when I got out of the graduate school office, I saw a protest march going on, so I thought it would be interesting to show that to you. I am going to use the original sound first, which is in Filipino, and then I'm going to go back and tell you what they're saying.
Nakikiisa po ang laban ng UP Kala Administration upang samahan at bigyang hiway ang ating mga estudyante na pumunta sa ASW upang mas lalo ibig pa ang ating karapatan sa edukasyon upang ipaglaban ang libreng matrikula na simulan sa pool pa lamang ay dapat natatamasa na ng bawat UP student. Kaya ngayon, palakasin natin ang ating mga panawagan. Tayo ay tumungo sa ating mga enlistment centers at mag-chant na ating mga panawagan.
These are college students who are protesting the cancellation of the free college tuition fee program that the President Duterte has promised, but which he decided he could not make good on. So understandably, they are angry because college isn't cheap, so they are protesting. These protesters are inviting all college students to come with them to convene at 11:30 to 1 to talk about how they are going to pursue this protest. As for me, I had to catch the cashier's office before they close for lunchtime, so this is me just walking along the side of the building where I was and going to where I can catch the Jeep. But look at that dude riding his motorcycle on the sidewalk. It was so funny. And that is the Jeep that I took We are in a jeep called ECOT. It goes round and round the UP campus. It doesn't go outside of the UP campus. And this is the area where the cashier's office is. It's attached to the shopping center right in the campus. There is not a very long line of people waiting to pay. I was able to get in and then I was able to pay the 4,513 pesos and 50 centavos for the semester. It was rather a quick process and I am already done. It is still raining a little bit, but at this point I got a call from my friend Luella. I was going to have lunch with her and Andy at Chocolate Kiss. They were also enrolling, but they have a slightly different process. So this is the jeep that I took to the Bahay ng Alumni where Chocolate Kiss is. It's a rather nice place, small and cozy, and the food is good and not very, very expensive. And we really had fun talking about so many different things. We talked about our own respective researches and other things as well, like the Sweet Valley twins, fat CIA operatives that don't really fit in harnesses, or the outfits of CIA operatives and why they always have to wear a beret and all black. And then we talked about Pretty Little Liars and how everyone is so perfectly made up, even though they were already in fear of their lives. And a whole bunch of other things. It was so much fun. I really liked being with them. I'm going to be seeing them again soon this month because we're going to be going to school together. After lunch, they had to go off to complete their enrollment, which was slightly different than mine. So I had dessert in this nearby cafe. It's called the Art Circle Cafe, and this would be the interior of it. As expected, for something of that name, there are artworks all over. It is smaller, much smaller than Chocolate Kiss, but it's more brightly lit, and the food is good also. There's not as much variation to choose from compared with Chocolate Kiss, but for my purposes, it'll do. So I was reading that book about the Korean diaspora, and it was already 141. I ordered the white lava cake and hot chocolate. And I do need to mention that these Bluetooth earphones from Sony are also an additional study tool because they really, really block out noise. Sometimes I don't even use it to listen to music. Sometimes I use it just to block out noise. And by the way, this is a gift from Jawide last Christmas. Here is the white lava that I ordered. It it it's very sweet. It tastes as expected, and it is indeed behaving like a lava cake should behave. The hot chocolate, on the other hand, wasn't very, very special. It was not as rich as I wanted it to be. And then I decided that as long as I'm in the campus, I might as well get my ID validated. So we are going to walk there. But look at these giant, giant ants. They're crawling up a wire. This is an electric post. I can't touch the wire. It could be live, but just look at those giant ants. I couldn't pass this over without sharing it with you guys. One of the many things I really like about my school campus is that there are a lot of trees, and after it rains, there are crickets that can be heard chirping all over. I am going to share with you the chirping that I heard this time. This is in the area of the cow library that is behind what used to be the faculty center that burned down on April 1, 2016. So we are just walking along here because this is where I'm going to be getting my library validated. But look at that sculpture. It's not a very old sculpture, but because it is in this rather overgrown garden, that I don't think anybody ever goes to anymore. It looks older than it really is. So let's have a look at the sculpture. It's called Magdangal, and it also has an inscription from Rio Alma. He is a poet, and his real name is Virgilio S. Almario. He's a national artist for literature, and he was dean for the UP College of Arts and Letters in 2008. The College of Arts and Letters is the college that I am enrolled in, and the sculpture itself is by Napoleon Bueva, who is a national artist for sculpture. Around this sculpture are long benches and a few concrete seats. I don't know what this would have been used for. I suppose this would have been a place for a gathering, and somebody up front at the foot of the sculpture can be talking, and people could be sitting around to watch, but I don't really know what the school used this for. Now, the library that is going to validate my ID is the College of Arts and Letters library right behind the sculpture, but they were having problems with the system, and even though I was already enrolled, the system was showing that I was not enrolled. And the validation is really just them sticking a sticker onto my ID. The one that's on there says that I'm enrolled for the second semester that ended in May this year, but they're supposed to place a more updated sticker on there, which will allow me to use the entire all the libraries in the campus, and there are several. And here is the interior of the Cal library where I'm at, and I suppose I could just return next week for the ID validation because that's when I need new books to borrow anyway. And that is enrollment day for me. I was happy that I was able to deal not just with the entire enrollment process, but I also got to spend some time with friends as well, and also spend time with myself studying. And I'm actually going to meet my family afterwards. It's my niece's third birthday, so I'm going to go there. For now, I am signing off. I'll see you again on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.